One sec. Yeah, now it's live. Yeah, now he is a presenter, and he can start. Put the PPT first.
Yeah, I'm making done. So the slide is visible to you, sir?
One sec. I think it's not. I'm seeing your screen fully. It's taking some time.
Yeah, it's loading is getting slow, so that's why it's coming small pieces.
Is our students are there? Because normally when they are there, our network also will be down.
What happens, sir?
In our business school, our students are there. Our batch students.
Today is no session for them, sir.
Okay. Because when they are there.
So wait, sir, wait.
Okay, I can see the slides now.
Yeah.
But it is not in a full mode.
One second, sir. So I came to slideshow, sir.
Okay. Then
in that from beginning.
Yeah, slideshow. Then you have to say, no, one sec. This is Windows 10 or what? Windows 13?
It's not a 13, sir. It's
What's the second one? Second point. What is that one? First one is. Can you read it for me? Because.
So now slide is okay for you.
Yeah, no, but it's not in a full slide mode.
Yeah, how it came, sir. For us, it's a full slide mode. It came. It has come for you in the slide, sir.
No, it is not. So maybe you are showing that as a full mode.
What, sir?
Have you made that as a full slide presentation? Now
Slideshow. I came to the slideshow menu, sir. In that, what I have to press?
Okay. What are the options are there?
From beginning, from current slide, custom slideshow.
No.
And then setup slideshow.
Setup slideshow. Okay, click on setup slideshow.
Yeah, I have clicked that, sir.
Okay, then you
presented by a speaker full screen.
Presented by speaker full screen. Yeah. Now click on it, and then you see one side. I'm seeing a new.
So once I click the setup show,
there's one thing of show up in presentation in a separate window. That is it there? But these options are pretty different.
Yes, sir.
Present in a different window, something like that. It will be there. Okay, setup. What is it? Proud.
How you are getting, so now it's okay?
No, now it's the same in the left hand side what you have. Slideshow. Make it there is no option full screen. Huh? Click on the third one here. I mean, normally you will press no. Click on that one. The F5
on the
one.
third is
On the third, yeah. Okay. Hold on.
a custom slideshow is there, sir.
No. No, not third one from there. Here. I think then the top, in the bottom, there is a third one. Normally we click, right? Go to the from beginning. Why one thing? Now I lost the slides.
Yeah, 1 second, sir.
First, what you need to do, before that you share anything, you need to open the PPT first. Okay. And make that as a full screen first.
Yeah, now slide is shared, sir.
Then you come here and share that, share only the PPT.
Okay.
But now in your thing, is it a full screen?
Now I need to come to the slideshow, sir.
No, first itself we need to do that. Okay, fine. Now you are sharing your complete screen, if I am correct.
Which icon I can go, sir? Now my slides are visible to you.
Yeah. But it is says I am able to see the whole. Okay, so say click on the. Yeah, click on it. No. Setup slideshow. No.
This is the one, sir.
Click on it. What is that? I think that.
No, so actually it will come like full view of from our side, but from the presenter side it won't come.
No, that I see. That's what I'm saying. Yours now it is coming. Now, can you press in the 100% whatever it is? Can you click on the third icon in the bottom right hand side?
Bottom right. 1 second, sir.
Near the 100%. Normally we'll press that one, right? The 1, 2, 3 icons are there. Press the last one. Did you press it?
No, it's okay, sir.
No, man. It's the same. Why? Enable slideshow. Okay, enable slideshow. You click on that. There's 1 or 2 button. I'm seeing it.
Now you are getting the full view, sir.
No, I'm not. No, I think there is something. This version seems to be pretty different. So I click on the slideshow. When I don't know.
Yeah, I click, sir. Once I click the slideshow, from beginning, from current slide, custom slideshow, setup slideshow, height slideshow, recorder narration, rehash, resolutions.
Okay, so setup slideshow. No, again it's coming to the same bloody thing. Click on this setup slideshow.
So click on the.
So no, first what I'm saying, you don't share it first. Okay, let me tell you, don't share it first.
Okay.
No, you are going to the next slide. Okay. Okay, if I think No, first, Prasad.
Yeah.
Prasad, first stop sharing first. No. In your control panel, it says share your screen or something, right? What is that you have selected?
Sir, actually, your voice is breaking, sir. That's why I can't listen properly.
Okay. Okay. Otherwise, let's start.
Can you make a WhatsApp call, sir?
But yeah, one sec. I'll call you now.
So it's audible?
Yeah. One sec. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, so you now when you shared that thing, you shared the screen or only the PPT?
I have shared the screen, sir.
You have shared the screen, right? Not the PPT, right?
Yeah.
Now stop sharing that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Stop sharing. Now you go to your
Yeah.
PPT and
Okay,
see, and in the PPT, click on the slide presentation setup view or something is there, right? Click on it. Look for a button called present it in a separate window, something like that.
I have to go to
Setup slideshow.
page setup is there, sir.
Huh?
In which menu you are saying,
In
sir?
the
In the PPT?
slideshow, under the slideshow, you'll have a setup slideshow, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Click on that, and are you able to find anything called present it in a separate window or something like that?
What I got is presenter please speaker full screen.
Hmm.
Browsed at Kiko's full screen.
Hmm.
Browsed by an individual window.
Then click the individual window.
Okay, sir.
Clicked it?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Now come to the console, the webinar,
Okay.
and now share. Click on the share. It will give you two options: console, the whole screen, or the presentation. It will ask. Is it asking?
Okay. One second, sir. One is entire screen and Google Hangout and Microsoft PowerPoint. Three things I got.
No. Stay one by one. One is
Entire screen, sir.
okay. Second is
Google Hangout, Google Chrome.
okay. Third one
Third one is normal PPT with all the slides on the left.
is it
Would you
says
like to
now?
go to the second?
No. What is the third? Is it saying PPT with the slides on the left?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Is it saying like that?
Yeah. Same thing.
Okay. Then
What I will do, sir, I will try. I will go with the second one. If
okay.
it not works, I will go with the third one, sir.
Okay. Select the second one. Yeah, okay.
Now you got, sir.
Yeah. Now it is refreshing.
Sir, my voice is clear to you, sir.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah. Yeah.
while
Yeah. 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 Okay. Now buffering the slides. No, it is not coming. It is fluctuating. Okay, now go to the first slide. Okay. Now I lost you. Prasad?
Yes, I'm there.
I lost the screen. Okay. It's coming and going. I don't know. Maybe network is bad.
Keep on fluctuating.
That means network or
We can do one more thing, sir. I know how to make it done. So we can disconnect the call and make it again.
but you are saying webinar already is already on. Okay, then otherwise put it on the slide and the third option. Let's see. And then let's go with that. Okay?
Yeah.
Hello? No, it's not coming. Okay. Perfect. Now it is full. Now it's on the full slideshow. That's what I said. Okay. Yeah, now ask Professor to continue. Yeah?
So I will give introduction, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now I'll cut down this WhatsApp. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Shall I start, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, carry on.
Good morning and welcome. Business Development Manager in SMI Business School. And it's my pleasure to welcome all our audience to this session. Let's have a quick brief about our today's topic, MBA for Entrepreneurs. What MBA program makes you? You will become fit to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship comes from self-interest on startups. The courage to become a good entrepreneur comes from the knowledge of economics, market studies, market channels, idea of costing, business law, business, international marketing, retailing, etc., which are the subjects covered under MBA program. MBA is the institution can produce entrepreneurs. They can help the younger generation to help them to go for a startup by forwarding venture capital, technical support, and commercial advice, etc. So that the new entities will be headed by the owners, then employees. Entrepreneurship quality comes from a special mindset of creativity for which the MBA program backs up this. An entrepreneur never retires. Today, let's welcome our today's speaker is Professor K.R. Prabhu, who is going to deliver the topic for MBA for entrepreneurs. Before he starts, let's have an introduction about our professor. He is Professor K.R. Prabhu, is a Dean of SMI Business School, backed with 30 years experience in corporate and 15 years teaching and training. He commands senior status in corporate and academics in management. He passed his postgraduate diploma from PSG College, Coimbatore in 1966, and subsequently he had passed in professional institutes PG courses. He obtained the corporate finance postgraduate certification from Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. He has wide experience in industries like planetation, engineering, and electrical industries, cement, steel, stockbroking, etc. He has also worked in abroad. Presently, he is a fellow of Indian Institute of Industrial Engineering, fellow of Institute of Administrative Management, member of Indian Society of Training and Development, member of All Indian Management Association also. He has worked on full-time and part-time in engineering and management colleges on faculty. He is going to deliver today's topic, MBA for entrepreneurs. Let's welcome him. I request Mr. Professor K. Prabhu to go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Good morning and welcome. Thank you, Prasad, for the introduction. Thanks to SMIBS Business School for giving me an opportunity to come before the audience, the students who are planning to have their MBA studies. The purpose of this talk is to know what entrepreneur is. The word entrepreneur has come from the word enterprise. Enterprise is a business entity. Today, you find what our country needs is country has got all kinds of engineers, doctors, chartered accountants, everyone. But India wants today entrepreneurs, those who convert the resources into saleable and serviceable commodities for the interest of the people. An entrepreneur is always a owner. Entrepreneur is always an employer, and he will never retire. Entrepreneur is generating the economic support by creating more and more enterprises. Our country needs today the entrepreneurs because there is plenty of opportunities to go into startups in every disciplines of life, every disciplines of the management, every disciplines of the marketing, and so on. Our slogan for the country has given a slogan to the world that make in India, start up in India, and make India sell globally. Our country is considered to be one of the highest importers of defense in the world. The present government is thinking why India should not make within the country so that we become the exporters. So there is a total change in our thinking, and that requires more and more employers, more and more entrepreneurs. The question comes why India has become popular to be an investing yard in the world. What is that attracted the foreigners to invest in India? And that is, it is having abundant human resources. Qualified, trained people are plenty, and now you can also see that in the world, the Indians are working in abroad, all educated professionally or skillful areas. Second reason why the world is looking at India is the people with ethics, and particularly the business ethics. The country where the business is friendly is mainly because of the ethics it follows. There are less disputes, there are less contradictions, confusion, and all that. Very honest people and those who are devoted in working such kind of a population we have in our country, and the world recognizes as is a is good for business. The third word is the third factor is India has got a population of 125 crores. It's a very large market within the country. The economy grows because of the demand. There's a demand for various kinds of commodities and services, and that alone can give better ratios like GDP and in the business return of investment by the cost of manufacturing within the country is considered to be a strong point. Entrepreneur is a person or a group of persons who start business entity. They own the industry, commerce, agriculture, service providers, professionals, etc. Today you find anything in this world, on the back of it there is one entrepreneur. Without an entrepreneur, there is no product, no business, nothing. 150 years back, 200 years back, 300 years back, as long since the world came into existence, since the humanity, the business ideas and the vibrations have come, and people started innovating, researching new product, new services, more satisfaction, less cost, and so many things. And this is coming because of the entrepreneur who has taken a pledge that he should start an industry or start a business, make a product, give the product or service, and so on. So, in the hierarchy of the professionals, entrepreneur stands first. He is the owner, inventor, innovator who is providing goods and services to the public. Entrepreneurs are made through education and not by birth. Formerly, we were thinking that the entrepreneurship qualities come by blood. The entrepreneurs family becomes entrepreneurs. So, of course, in those days, Tatas, Birlas, Tapars, and even today the Ambanis, they are the people who were noted entrepreneurs, and they have created such a large volumes of business in this country and abroad, and that they think that it comes by the family blood. But today's concept is not that. Any person who has got certain qualities within him can become a good entrepreneur. Today you find people who worked in industry for some years, they came out and they have become very good entrepreneurs. This requires development of qualities, attributes, which an MBA college can give. An MBA college gives him the education of economics, marketing, and cost control, then communication, advertisement skills, so many things which a entrepreneur should have, and they develop a conceptual skill. A person, by knowing some data, he will interpret properly and say this is what is going to happen and what should be the next step. Nowadays, capital is not a very important thing because it's the idea or the business thinking is valued more. People come within the country and abroad. They say, okay, you start. We will provide you the finances that is required today. Example, Ola, Uber. These are all the companies, or the even some of the retailers. You find engineers, maybe BTech, MTech, they come together, they decide something, and they start. And for their entire commercial backup with finance and advisors, there are venture capitals and even other institutions or big industries. They take take these people and say, you start this, we will provide you all the necessary infrastructure. Others provide the capital like business houses. Nowadays it is a fashion to promote more and more business entities. Then what is this business entity is? It, business entity is which product produces for the needs of the customers through goods and services. That which products produces wealth or value additions from one form to another. A country having more business entities and naturally there is a demand outside the country, and this country can supply to them. This is because the entity is the starting point that provides employment. It develops trade and commerce. Today you find how many banks are there, but at a time there were only 14 banks in 14 banks were nationalized in 1960s. Today you have got more than 65 banks working all over the country, plus other banks coming from the foreign countries. All have full business and they're expanding. That shows the healthy picture of the business entities in India. Entrepreneurs is the pioneer of all material, non-material world today. Be it animal husbandry, be it agriculture, be it the plantations, the people who work there, the people who produce the saleable commodities have entered into business, and from one corner of the country to another corner of the country, the products move, the trade develops, communication, transportation, then several uh, developments are taking place, roads, railways, airlifting. So what kind of transportation we are talking today? The the production of drugs. Drugs means not a film and all that. That is the medical drugs and pharmaceuticals. Today, India is one of the exporters in this line. Some entrepreneur who has come forward, analyzed the things, what is that I have to do, and he did it, and now he produces. A country which is supplying cycle to the whole world, the hero cycles. Similarly, there are plenty of examples I can quote how ordinary entrepreneurs started with in a very small, humble way, have built giants, and globally they are known. Hero Honda, one good example for you. One business entity produces other business entity. One business alone cannot work. It requires the support and send from other industry, other business entities, and that is how you find there is the business goes into a big network, and there is a very big network. What is MBA? Why we have to study MBA? What is MBA? Or MBA is a postgraduate study which orients to develop entrepreneurs. All the subjects in 4 semesters of MBA course, you find every subject is important for making decision in proper way. There should be everyone wants to win in the game. A study of learning scientific management is MBA towards the governance managerial functions for universal application in the scope of working and within 4 walls. You see, management is a study which is available within 4 walls, but its application is beyond the 4 walls. MBA is a wealth of experience of people, organizations of the world to make it a global education of multidisciplinary subjects. Remember, today no business is belong to one country. Its effects and reactions are globally notified. Today we are in a open economy where our goods are purchased in other countries' goods are purchased in India. So from country to country there is a competition. for export imports. The quality standards have gone up. Qualities are the competitive factors. The rate is the competitive aspect. So, any person who is starting any industry or any business entity has to think globally, because next day you find a product has come which is similar to what you have started, but it is giving better service, it gives better satisfaction. So the MBA studies always gives this idea, because the subject like international trade, international marketing, international HR laws, the finance laws, taxation laws, everything one studies in the MBA course. How to generate reports from professional institutions, how a person gets the idea. There are plenty of reports available in professional institutions, trade associations, government ministry publications, research papers published in the whole of the world. You know, the MBA studies always makes a man, giving him a practical thinking. MBA studies go by majorly case studies. The cases happening all over the world are taken, and it is given as an exercise as how to take decision and what kind of decision you want to take. What MBA constitutes to make it success? MBA is a postgraduate 2 years course of study after graduation. Graduation gives basic knowledge in a set of subjects. Now, BCom, accountancy, this one, taxation at particular level. When he goes to MCom, he studies more advanced studies. Same way, MBA is still advanced. So, why? You have to make decisions. You have to understand the things like economics, psychology, sociology, accounts, business law, marketing, finance, etc. You find the application of these disciplines will make you more successful. It strengthens. MBA gives the advanced studies at application level that makes it a success. How it makes success? Because every decision, every study goes by a thinking of holistic approach. Multi-directional approach leads to success. Generally, we have a problem and we look into the problem in one or two angles. Maybe the other angles are not activated, and that might have led to a defeat. So, MBA studies always encourages to take decisions and to know or interpretation, etc., on a holistic basis. Performance-based success comes by learning and developing skills applied to at the right time. MBA education brings application skills from case studies, fieldwork, internship, and above the teachers coming from actual field of application like industry, chartered accountants, and then company secretaries. They come and take the classes which they are practicing. That means you get a very practical platform in MBA. The potentiality of the student improves with real-time experience and the global exposure. Entrepreneur without MBA is more risky by the lack of knowledge what we have already seen makes a person weak. He may have his own thinking, and it may not be practicable, or it may lead to a loss. An MBA entrepreneur is always very careful, he knows many things, but failure may happen, but the probability may be very small. A person learns from others. Without MBA means he has to consult others or to know from others or see from others, and he has to do. And without MBA, he is limited to his own earned knowledge or with his surrounding people. He lacks the choice of preference out of his own discussion, because his spread of knowledge is in a lesser sphere. He may choose or act within that limitation. But for a MBA person, His vision is spread to a larger area, and he will look into the subject or the problems from all that horizons. Lacks He lacks the judgments of trends of future happenings. The failure in business is mainly because of lack of judgment of what is happening and failure to understand or project the trends of the business. Learns A man without MBA learns by mistakes and loses time and money. In business, once you are in loss, it takes more time to recover. A MBA person will try to avoid it before loss happening. So he will be very careful. He will be going on a prevention system. With the MBA student studies, he meets all the above deficits and runs less risk. Business definitely has risk involved, but with the MBA education, is the loss will be or the probability of loss is less. How MBA strengthens? One studies all subjects are of the nature of business and global concepts. It develops proper concepts on different areas of application in management. Why the education is there? The studies are there. It strengthens the manager with guidance and pros and cons, right or wrong. See, this is the thing really makes our decision proper. You must have the awareness of what is wrong, what is right, what is the advantage, what is disadvantage, and this helps to reduce the risk of failure. Sometimes a failure happens, and then we say, "Che, I have not seen this. I have it went out of my sight, so I could not." That kind of a wave is not there once you are MBA qualified. It gives enthusiasm and courage to know more in different applications on the areas of management. The broader knowledge of the one gains out of MBA will help him to apply different methods, different courses to solve the problems. MBA is application. MBA is application is an art and science to solve the problem. The problems generally are to be tackled with common sense and general knowledge, which varies from person to person. Common sense comes by education. General knowledge comes by reading or knowing. Business economics. In today's business world, knowledge of on trends is essential, and interpretation is a skill to make right decisions. For the same problem, two people may have two different decisions or depth of the subject. This is because of the individual difference. And that's why it is said it's an art. It is not 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, it is 2 plus 2, maybe even 22. Trends and application on economics is a fundamentally essential, like market research, quantitative techniques, etc. The problems are to be worked at a very high level so that that skill of application is required to arrive at proper feelings or proper diagnosis. And that requires the business knowledge and the business economics. In the competitive world, the learning of the trade and trends require a total approach because there are several factors that affects even a single management decision. Foreign trade, currency, foreign trade, currency management, knowledge of GDP, deficit finance, balance of payment, etc. is an essential knowledge for any entrepreneur or business professional. You can see the previous entrepreneurs. They may not be having all these things in the mind. They know how to make profit, how to reduce cost, how to take another market place where we can sell more. But today it is not like that. For everything, you must work out everything at the international level. They when to buy dollars, when to sell the shares. See, these are the things which have come as an advanced one, which requires special studies, and that is incorporated in MBA studies. Market and market trends. In business, one of the important thing is to know about the market trends. Whether for every product or every service there is a life cycle. At different stages of cycle, different decisions are to be taken, and those decisions are to be taken on time. Otherwise, it goes to the next zone of MOSC. The study of market behavior and environmental factors. The simple knowledge of demand and supply does not help in sustainable business in the situation where factors affecting are changing from instant to instant. You must know that in a global situation, things are happening all over the world which our knowledge we may not be aware of. I will give an example. Some years ago in Mangalore, where I come from, one watch factory, the clock factory, person went to Germany. He had met several people and made a MOU and came down to India and building, starting the building and imported machinery from Switzerland and West Germany, and setup was made. Product was made. The product entered into market. In market, we found that in India, Ludhiana side, North Punjab side, similar products have come at two-thirds of the rate. That means there is a rate competition. Maybe the product is good. In a market situation, you must know what percentage of people go by rate for their selection, or how many people go for quality. So finally, what happened was every day the clocks were coming out from the company, and there is no demand. All the raw materials are converted into finished product, and then 1 month they gave a layoff, 2 months they gave a layoff, and so on. Finally, they converted the watch factory into a carpentry, because there is a very good carpentry department of making boxes. What I'm trying to say is, unless we have the the global knowledge, we cannot venture, because once you venture, you cannot go back, or you have to close only. Without the market knowledge and application, it leads to standstill situation of business. One must be dynamic. You must always think of what next, what I have to do. You should not be happy only in making profit. You must try to maintain that profit levels in the coming weeks, coming months, coming years. So what are the changes I have to make? Where I have to go? In which country there is more demand? Where there is a exchange advantage is there, then you have to go to that. Today, why China is one of the leading sellers in the world? Because their rate attraction is very high, and it meets some of the needs of the people, and that's how they developed into a very big workshop of the world. So if you try to make a similar product in India, the product may cost more. And then in the market, China products also come, your product also go, and you find the buyers are more on that side than your side. So this is exactly what the market and market trends idea. Managers must be competent to take decisions on market behavior. Is a must, otherwise it tilts the other factors like logistics, promotional, and efforts. You have to do, if the rates are not good, then you have to make so many other things. By this, you get another thing. Buy one, take two, or you buy this one, you get another product, and then go on trying to push. So that indicates not a very healthy picture. National and international business. Only an MBA person is in a position to understand the links of inland and foreign trades. He is the person who invests or to go for innovation of all existing products, to create new market, to satisfy the new wants by creating such demands. Example, our mobile phones, our computers, what a kind of changes have happened year by year, giving more and more satisfaction, giving more and more services. same size. So technological advancement is there, innovation is there. Then giving guarantee periods, warranty periods, attract the market because the market is full of competition. So a MBA student, a MBA person, a MBA entrepreneur knows about this and he can plan what to do, at what time he has to enter, and so on. The idea of adopting foreign investments, collaborations, mergers, acquisitions, or startups in another country, etc., to get the export market and their benefits, one gets through MBA education. Today, you find our Indian software companies are buying companies in US, UK. Those companies are coming down to India, take over the Indian companies. How freely, how nicely the things are happening because everyone is interested to improve his trade, his contribution, his market share, so and so. For all this, one important thing is the human relations. You know, the society is composed of employer, employee, then different businessmen, the consumer, the government. So many sections are there. All are human beings, and that requires different relations with them to make them happy and to come with our company to buy what we produce. The truth in management is everything is connected to people or humanity. Be it your employees, government, customers, traders, transporters, packers, etc., are all nothing but the service of human beings. MBA studies both individual and group psychology, behavior science, etc., an art of motivating, creating proper mindset for all individuals with whom he directly and indirectly deals with. You know, motivating a customer and motivating an employee is different. So he knows what technique he has to apply within industry, what techniques he has to apply outside the industry in the market. MBA studies both individual, that's okay, and then all individuals with whom he directly or indirectly deals with. Social sciences helps him to make proper policies. This offers sustainability in other areas of management. Sustainable, you must be in the business and how you must carry forward your effort that that comes by a sense of human relations concepts. Financial management, every person must know the financial management for himself and for the others. The lack of this knowledge leads to, either money going out more than money coming in is less, or whether money multiplies money, or whether this year if I make a investment, it will be done in 1 crore. Next year I require one crore and 15 lakhs. So when I should do it? All this comes under financial management. In business management, money is the first to manage. In business, everything can be quantified, expressed in terms of money and money worth. Today, you judge the companies, take annual reports, you find the total sales. What is the revenue? Everything is in money terms. It is not 5,000 trucks sold, 2,000 vans sold, or 5,000 motorbikes sold. It's all money. Okay, 1,300 crores, 1,200 crores quantified. In that, how much is the labor bill? How much is electricity bill? How many? Everything quantified in terms of money. And this money, the money jargon and jugglery, one must know, means one must know the financial management, which is one of the major subjects in MBA. MBA teaches the art and practice of understanding everything in terms of money value. Its money management is making success. All disputes are directly or indirectly are for money. All disputes you see are related to money and money related matters. In future, the future value of money, investments, disposals, etc., are some of the notable examples of money management for financial management. the merger, acquisition, both side, both companies get advantage financially. One company is not doing well, another company is doing very well. They merge together and then they carry on two businesses and then they become strong. So these are the things which are dealt in financial management. Special attention is on cost control and profit. See, our ultimately we have to quantify everything as what is the profit, what is the for every rupee how much we have profit we have made. All these ratios help them to understand the things very correctly. Two plantation company. I was working for a plantation company, and we always used to compare the other plantation companies, their financial reports. We used to work out per acre what should be the pesticide, what is our neighbor's consumption, why we have spent more money, where it is, what is the advantage of it, what is the reason for that.
Hello? 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 Me? Hello?
Sir, actually, power has gone in between the presentations.
Oh,
Just now we have reconnect again.
okay. So I'll share, I'll put once again, but it'll take some time or what?
No, sir, it's already we are in the call, sir.
Okay, okay.
So again, you want to make Dean sir as a presenter, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. And let him continue from the place where he left, okay? Because the session is still on. So then I can edit it, okay?
Oh. Yeah, sure, sir. That's what I told to Dean sir also. Sir.
Okay then. I already made it as a presenter. I think he's lost again.
Okay.
He's not there.
Yeah, it's coming again. Now it's fine, sir.
Yeah, now he has come. Okay, I made it again. Same way, first share the slides, and then I think it was perfectly fine, that slides.
Okay.
its connection is getting lost.
Correct.
Because of that internet problem, it's keep on getting down. But how WhatsApp is working, I don't know.
Because here the bandwidth also is very important.
Okay.
But mobile devices are anyway most of the time it should be okay. Maybe your power because of that modem might be down.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I made him again presenter.
Okay. Now it's fixed, sir. You can view the full slide.
No. Still, I'm seeing your icon, image only. Let's see.
Okay.
Have you shared?
Yeah, sure, sir. But I'm trying again.
Again, it's dropped.
Yeah, yes, sir. Again, I'm reconnecting, sir. Once power goes and came, the bandwidth also it's getting. So once you get the signal, you make me again as a presenter. Sir.
Yeah. Okay, done?
Yeah. This one, sir.
You're still not seeing it? No, Professor, slide is still not up.
Now it's okay, sir.
No, you are dropped.
Again, sir.
Yeah.
So what I will do, sir, I will just again just click the link and come inside. Disconnect it and again.
Okay, try to do it then. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need.
Okay. Okay, you are presenter now. It has come, slides has come now.
Sure.
Next.
How many more slides left?
Four or five.
See, last time also, it's in the final thing. We had the same issue. Okay.
What?
Same slide.
What is this?
No, last time also, Professor, only in the end we had the problem for this thing. So, so is the slides are okay? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Shall I continue, sir?
Yeah, Professor, you are on then. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. The teachings of MBA makes a successful entrepreneur. In that case, what kind of qualities or attributes one should have? Number one, burning desire to make money. The first thing that an entrepreneur should have is he should always think, I must make money. I must become a good industrialist. I must become a good businessman, and so on. You should have that dreaming of making money, and that should be they said as at any cost in a right way. You should have self-confidence. If you consult 10 people, 10 people give 10 different ideas. Many people say don't start. Many people give you the fear of losing. So self-confidence means once you know this is the project I'm going to start, you must think that, okay, I'm devoted to this, good or bad, I will do this. That kind of a self-confidence you must have. Third, mental control to face losses and disappointments. More or less, self-confidence gives you the mental control. Because there is a risk of losses, you always get that consciousness that I must be very careful in every step I take to avoid any kind of disappointments. You should have the art of dealing with the people and the diplomacy. Starting a industry, starting a startup is not a very easy thing. You must interact with a number of people, particularly the people working in government. You have to have good diplomacy. You must have the art of winning their love for you. They are winning their good impression upon you. And particularly, you have to deal with the bankers. You have to deal with your would-be dealers, and would be your employees. Several factors are there for which you should have the correct art of dealing with the people. Next, understanding the pulls and pushes in the market, finance, employees, the conscious of competitors. What competitor will think of you? What competitor has taken steps to overcome your product? What they are doing? All that kind of a watch, and that the pulls and pushes that working in the market, the kind of finances going, and how I can motivate my people to get more. So imagine 500 people can produce 1,000 motorbike. Now, with the proper motivation, you can produce, say, even more than 1,000 motorbikes. Every product is a gain for you for the same input. Maybe you have the art of dealing with the people and making them motivate. Quick acting, punctuality, time management, dynamism in everything. An entrepreneur is not a sluggish man. He is not lazy. He is always punctual. He has got the time management in all his work. He cannot be static. Okay, I've got profit. That is enough for me. No, his thinking is always how to make it double, how to make it more attractive, how I should make an impact in the demand side. Next, you find emotional control. Naturally, when a lot of finance is involved, people and risks are involved, people get angry, they lose the sense, and emotionally, if they make a mistake or emotionally they make a commitment, then the commitment finally works in in terms of finance. So you must be very careful in dealing with the emotions. Okay, and that is a very essential quality of the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a very stable man. He will not react and commit something. Now, good accounting skill and updates. Good accounting skills means the fundamental factors he must control, say material, the rate of material, the labor, the taxation. All these are the very essential factors which he must know, and then where he should go. Now, between Kerala and Karnataka, two states, the excise duty for liquors may be more in Kerala and less in Karnataka. Naturally, people come, have drinks here and go, or they slowly choose to take the products without bills, and so many things happen. But the product supply will be continuously happening from breweries, whether it is this one or that one. Why? Because the demand is continuous and the work goes. But an entrepreneur will see that all unwanted things or wrong methods are not followed. Why? If there is a raid by tax department or enforcement directorate, he has to pay from his nose several times. He may enter into a jail also. So an entrepreneur is always very calculative but very careful also to see that his business is not shaken for undue references. Boldness to expose to critical situations. Don't show fear. Entrepreneur has got that stability to face loss or defeat in a particular situation, but he is more stable because he always works within him the ways of coming out of it, or how to reduce loss, how to keep the customers intact, how to keep the dealer intact, so many things. Then creativity and innovative habits. Okay, I would say this is the inherent quality one should have. His mind and body will not stop at one time. He always thinks how to improve this, how to make it better, how to make profit, which area has more demand, why I should not supply there, in which area I have less demand, or then how I should find new markets, how I should improve the production output, or how to give better service. There are so many things. Once upon a time, banking sector was dealing only with fixed deposits, current account, SB account, and all that. Only accounting of money. Today, it is not like they are in business. They are doing insurance business. They do demat business. There is shares and all that. They are selling national certificates, gold bonds. So many trades. Several trades are coming day by day. Now, banking has really lost the real banking uh, business. They are doing more business in outside the housing finance, housing development finance, finance to venture capitals. So these are the new things that are coming because the you must know that economics always says nothing is static; it is moving, and you find from time to time different shapes, different complexions. Everything comes, and will willpower to expansion, diversification, disposal. A businessman or an entrepreneur in the normal course thinks of the first two, power for expansion and diversification. When his business is not doing well, he will wait for some years, a particular time afterwards, he disposes stuff. See, that is how the merger and acquisition take place. Formerly, it was a prestige to keep a lost company, and it was started by my father. I cannot sell it, or there is a pressure from family not to sell it. Today's world is such that these sentiments have gone. We want safety. We want to safeguard our money. We should not yield to these blind beliefs. So he Even disposal is one of the things which that decision, a hard decision he has to take. And for this, MBA courses help him to say what you're doing is right. You come out from sentiments, you come out from emotions. After all, it's a business. In business, there is no such thing. Like in politics, in business, there is no permanent friends or permanent enemies. Situations change and come together. Okay, both are losing. By coming together, both will sustain. We live at least. So we'll forget about the past and we start the new proposal. Above all, this is for every person. It is need not be for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs should have good. They should be honest, decency, and universality. Universality is a factor which says, listen to others, know things. Don't be thinking that you know everything, and no, it is not like that. I learn. That may be a good suggestion. I admire. Dreaming success and attempt to success. Remember that one of the essential thing for a entrepreneur is dream of successful future, successful events. How to make it success? That helps him to do the right things. Improve his memory management. Of course, generally he has got the methods of keeping the things in the mind and all that. But improve the memory management. Sometimes the memories are not working well. They go for a yoga course and see that it is retained. It is just a point. Habit of learning from failures and losses. Add to your knowledge. See, knowledge means it may be plus or minus, good or bad. Everything is a knowledge by itself, but you choose what is right, what is to be done rightly. Now train others and learn more, get more. But learning from anyone is not a shyness. It shows the courage. We are not for our sentiments. We can learn from anybody. We can train anybody. We can get more work. That's all. Art of persuasion. Art of persuasion. Follow it up. Follow things. In following, you save time. In following, you save money. Otherwise, everything goes on going, and your budgets are all overrun. What work? See, metro rails. I mean, train services in Bangalore. 1 year or 1 year, the commission is not taking place. That year, they lose around 4,500 crores only in terms of the delay that is happening, the interest that is going up. Okay, this year I have purchased cement bag for 200 rupees. Next year, the same cement bag will cost me 220 rupees. There is cost overrun or the budget overrun. So you must have good persuasion, good appearance and neat dress culture. Yes, every person is measured in terms of his personality. Good appearance as far as possible. Neat dress, culture, everything you must follow. That you must show some kind of I don't say aristocracy, like Vijay Mallya wearing 1.5 lakhs worth of garments every day, or wearing this one, or wearing some 30 lakhs worth of precious stones and diamonds. That's not required. But good appearance, neat dress, and good culture. One of the business success is by not giving the secrets outside. So retain business secrets and self and others. Many people are saying, why you have taken this, why you have sold this. You need not have to explain. But your calculation must be correct. Yes, by disposing of this, I've earned so much money more. With this money, I've started another one. In that is also having a promising future, and so on. And always be cheerful, smiling, and inspire others. Any person, any entrepreneur is seen with a good cheer on his face. It shows his smartness, and people would like to talk to him. He talks to others, and that is how he must show his entity that he is an entrepreneur. These are some of the qualities which I have noted to be display to you so that all will think of coming into this zone of personality where you will become a very successful entrepreneur. Any questions? So I thank my management for giving this opportunity to come before you with the subject, the MBA for entrepreneurship. I wish all the listeners, the audience, the recipients are taking the benefit of these points, and I wish all of you should become entrepreneurs one day or the other. Earlier, the better. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your in-depth knowledge and share with us and your live examples. SMI Business School is thankful to our esteemed speaker, Professor K.R. Prabhu, throwing an elevated information on the subject MBA for Entrepreneur to all our audience. Our special thanks to all the audience who have responded to our call. Hope to see you all by the same day and same time in next week. Until then, thank you one and all. Thank you so much. Sir, you are on the line?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I think with that, I think we'll finish it, and then I will upload the recorded one later. Okay?
Make some editing work, sir.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
there's a stop
I'll do
page
that.
or something. Please.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever stop is there, I'll edit it and I'll put it. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay,
Shall I
thank you
talk
then.
to
Yeah, take care. Yes, Professor?
No, this is not meant under webinar between you and me.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just stop the broadcast.